Yo, right? Unrelated note to the video title, right? So last night I was lying on a fucking couch, right? I was watching TV, right? And I got to the point where I'm watching TV where I'm not even watching and I'm actually just fucking just scrolling, you know what I mean? Like I've actually been starting to replace my Instagram scrolling with TV scrolling right now. I don't know what's better for you or I don't know what's worse for you. But yeah, but I don't know where I was going with this, so we might as well just get into the tier list. What we're doing is we're doing another scary tier list. Scary tier list, where we are tier listing what are the most scary characters and how scary the characters would be, right? So what we're tier listing them on is, let's say, me and the band, or like me and the gang, me and the group, me and my friends show up to a town, right? We're on a road trip. We've never been to this town, but we've heard of it, and we show up to town, checking at the local hotel, and they're like, yo, we have this thing haunting us. They show us a photo, they tell us about it, shit like that. We get the whole backstory and stuff, right? What? How scared are you going to be, right? So, to start it off, to start it off, I should probably turn on my recording software. Okay, so to start it off, right, let's just lay down the tiers, right? So most scary, right? I like to have a top one that are just like for the top 3, right? And those are just the top 3 most scary, right? And then next one, scary, right? So these are for ones that are scary and would like, when you're trying to fall asleep, they'll keep you up in bed thinking about it, right? And then next one, spooky. Now, these are for the ones that are like kind of spooky, but you're not going to be up at night sleep thinking about them, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then we got the not category where they're just not scary. Like, they're just, like, you just wouldn't really find them that scary. And then the low category where they are genuinely just funny, right? So, before I get into this, take a drink, I don't know, grab a snack, grab a drink, I don't know, something. Currently, I got some purple Kool-Aid with me, and yeah, it's fire, so. So, hey, yeah. To start it off, we have the snowman. Nah. Like, I just wouldn't really find a ginormous snowman that scary. Like, I would personally find it more cool, right? Cool because it's cool. Cool, and because I like snowmen, and I like snowmen, and I like stuff like that, so I do really think that it would just make it better, and I feel like it would find it more interesting and less on the creepy side, right? Because it's not like the snow monster in Scooby-Doo and the Haunted, and like the Christmas special one, where that one is actually kind of like a scary one, right? Like, this one doesn't seem like it would be that scary of one. Is why I'm putting it there, right? Then, next one, just a little, like, you have a bunch of toys, like, I'm going to put the women one ahead, because women are more scary than men. That was a joke. And then, yeah, I put that there, and then the little category, because it's like, they're little toys, so it's like you have little toys going around, and it doesn't really matter, and I wouldn't really, I wouldn't really care, and it would just be funny, is kind of why, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then we have, and this is assuming that they are all, like, real living monsters and not, like, characters in costumes, robots, and anything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
In 400 meters.
Okay, next one. The evil gang, like, nah, they're just a group of teenagers that are, I forget exactly what it was, but I can't remember. Like, they weren't, like, killing people or causing any, like, actual serious, like, dangerous crime and stuff like that. Like, they were just kind of some teenagers that were kind of just, like, fucking around and stuff, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really care, right? And the next one, that's actually start to fill out the tier list a bit more, so let me just look through, try and grab one for the spooky category, right? Let's say the ghost guy, right? The skeleton car driver, because in the moment it would be scary having this, like, skeleton just driving around with a car, but it probably wouldn't keep you up at night because the skeleton itself, like, it doesn't, like, it is kind of dangerous because it could run you over, but I just don't feel like I would be up at night thinking, like, oh no, the skeleton is going to get me, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's the design of the skeleton. Like, the design of its car is kind of creepy, but I feel like the design of, like, just the skeleton, it doesn't really hit that much and doesn't really give the same much and wouldn't really give much fear aspect, I would say. Yeah. Okay, then to drop one in scary, this one, right? So what I feel makes this one scary is, okay, yeah, I'm just trying to think about what I'm going to say, right? So because all these are just fully improv stuff, you can probably tell from how bad these are, but yeah. Green one, right? So the neon green, right? Like, let's say it's at night, you're chilling, telling campfire stories and stuff, and you see a big thing of neon green running and hulking, right? Because it's big, it's a monster, of course, right? But the size of it and the weight of it just makes it, like, heavy. The green, the neon green, the screams of it, I don't know if I can find that on the internet. If I can, I'll put it up, but if not, I don't know. The screams of it at night, and I feel like the design of it, just like, let's say it's pitch black at night, and you're sitting in your cabin, and you see that out the window, it would just be like, oh man, you know, like that's why I feel like it should be there. Like, it would just be like, fuck, just fuck me over, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say most scary for a bit, and then I'm just gonna go with the golden. No, it would be the most out of those, right? But I'd actually say the snowman would be scary, right? Because it's just a guy made out of gold. It's going around, and like, what makes him a threat is that he's, like, stealing stuff, but he's not really that scary. I mean, in the episode, he does turn people into gold, but I just don't really find the concept of the guy turning people into gold to have much scary value to it. Like, it definitely is, it definitely is interesting, and it's a cool thing that he does, but I don't really think it has much fear aspect to it, I would say. Okay, then the next one, again, Mudman, not really, like, no, like, it's kind of like it's just a big puddle of mud. She fucking hates me, but it's kind of like she's just it's just a big puddle of mud with eyes and mouth. Like, I wouldn't really find that scary. Same as this one. Like, it's really just it's just a cowboy going around, and I don't think the fact that it's just a cowboy going around really makes it that creepy. Okay, next one. The dragon would definitely be scary, right? Because it is a big, dangerous dragon, and I feel like that's mainly where the fear factor comes from, and that's why I'm only putting it in spooky. Because I feel like it would be scary in the moment. Like, when you're, like, sitting there having to deal with the monster, and you're, like, fighting the monster and shit, it would be scary because you would be scared for your life. It's a murderous monster, right? And I'm going to take a few others, and I'm going to put them up there. The sandworm and that guy and the vulture, right? I'm going to put those all right there in the same category, and then I'll put it, like, say like that, right? Because all these four, I feel like the threat of them is kind of the same. With how the sandworm, it wouldn't really be scary after the fact, and you wouldn't really be like, oh no, the sandworm's coming to get me. But if you're in the moment battling the actual sandworm, that would be scary. Same as this one. Like, if you're in the moment actually battling it, I feel like the threat of death would just be what makes it scary, right? And I feel like I'm putting the sandworm at top because the sandworm could just come up on you and just kill you, right? Because the sandworm is based off the conspiracy theories for the sandworm, right? Which, that's how I'm going off of. And the conspiracy theories are scary and fucked, yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then the dragon. Right, the dragon, like, all five of these are the same, and then the dragon's second, because I feel like the dragon could kill you pretty easily. This one's next because he is a crazy, manic wrestler, wrestler who could also just easily kill you, which scary. And then the eagle, which eagles are dangerous, deadly, and then the other armored guy, which is kind of just a knight, and he could dangerous battle you and do it, but I think I could beat him, so, yeah. Okay, then next is, the Centaur, I don't think would be that spooky, right? Because that's just personally, I don't really find the concept of a centaur, really that spooky. And then same as the robot. I don't really find the robot that spooky. Sorry guys, my throat's just really dry, so it's kind of, I don't know, I find it hard to just keep talking constantly. Yeah, so same as the robot. I feel like the robot I don't think would really be that scary because it's just a big robot. Like that's almost a low, yeah, I would say it's actually a low category because it's a big robot that's just terrorizing your town. Like, the fuck? What? Like, what the fuck, guys? You know what I mean? And then, yeah, that's, okay, the coral creep and the clown, right? Now, both of these I'm putting here for the same reason, where it's not the, like, it's not the action on what they do, it's just the design, because they're big and they're fucking ginormous. Like, in the episode, they're like 7 to 10 meters tall. And I feel like that's what kind of makes it scary, is they have a bit of a creepy design. And then when you have the height of it and the height to it, it just makes it more scary, I would say. Is why I would say to put them there. Then the Mummy is going top of spooky category. Because the Mummy I do think definitely is scary. But I don't think I would really, like I would be thinking about it, but I don't think that would really be like preventing my sleep, and I would really be losing sleep over it. Okay, now these ones are weird, right? Because they're kind of scary because they're dangerous, right? So I think I might put them in the same with these guys, where it's like they're dangerous and they could kill you, but that's kind of the main aspect for what makes them scary, right? The Invisible Man, yeah, no. The Invisible Man is spooky. Like, you're telling me you have a guy that's invisible, you literally cannot see him. And he's running around doing shenanigans. Like, that's just, I feel like it's mainly the invisibility part is because you can't see him, right? But in the show, they can kind of see him with lighting and stuff. But yeah, you can kind of see him, but he's fully invisible. And like, yeah, he's invisible. So then I feel like just the hardness to track and that you never know where he is. Like it's like when you're playing. Sorry guys, I thought I just saw some fucking bug on my wall, but it was just that there's a speck of black on my wall. Like, I need to paint that shit over. Yeah. So where was it? Yeah. So it's kind of like in CS when you're 1v1 a guy, right, and you don't know where he is. That's what makes it scary. You don't know where he is and you can't see him. So that's what would make this monster a scary monster. Okay, then these two I feel like, okay, it's just a baseball guy. Like, I just don't feel like, sorry, not these two, just this one. It's just a baseball guy, and I don't really think it's, this one, creepy, right? On to the next one, right? Big Shaggy. It's just a big Shaggy. Like, that goes into the scary category because of how big it is. Same as this one, right? And the dragon, right? No, the dragons are going top of spooky. Hold on, I'll explain this, right? So Shaggy goes into the top because it's big monster Shaggy, right? So it's similar to Godzilla. Let's put in this one up top, right? So still in the Shaggy one, right? So it's similar to Godzilla. And it has the same part of it that would make Godzilla scary if Godzilla's in your town. It's just the deadliness and the amount of destruction and chaos and danger that it could cause, right? And then the dinosaur. It's kind of the same thing where it's a big creature that causes danger and chaos, right? And then the dragon are also up top there because they're a big monster that causes danger and chaos. Yeah, they're more scary than the other black dragon, yeah. Because they're like scaled and stuff. But these monsters, right? This one's at the top. No, this one goes here because that monster or that dragon has the whole body and the legs to it, right? Where the other one, the Chinese dragon, is just like the floating dragon head with like the tail. Though it's the wyvern type of dragon. So I feel like it would cause less chaos because it's not like walking around destroying streets and stuff. And I feel like that makes it a bit less scary. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean by that? So, yeah. Okay, then next I would say, well, hold on. Let's take a brief intermission. If you could sub, that would actually be really cool, right? Because the goal is to get to 300 subs by the end of the year. And currently we are at 260, right? Now, why does it matter? Why does it matter, right? So one, so you can receive more good quality videos in your inbox from me, right? Because I've been scrolling YouTube recently. And the videos I've been getting, I feel like they're just getting stale and stuff. And you want new, better stuff. So it's up to me. Get new, better stuff always as soon as possible when I can. And it's on my 2026 bingo board, right? And don't you want to help someone complete their 2026 bingo board? Now, back to the next one, right? Awesomons, they're kind of spooky. Like, again, it would be spooky in the moment because of having them, like, dangerous and how they could hurt you and shit. But that's kind of it. Right? And then, okay, yeah, because I already know my top tier for this. Okay, so this guy would be second top of scary, right? Because he can fly, and I find that just adds scariness to it because it's just confusing on how he can fly. And confusingness and the unknown is one of a very important thing that contributes to fear, and it is one of the main 4 pillars of fear. And he is dangerous, and just the design of it in the cloak and that you can't see his face and stuff, I just feel would translate into reality to make it something that's definitely creepy and scary, right? This one, nah, like it's just a big cat. I don't care. And then, like these two, I kind of feel. Again, these two are kind of like the same, where it's like the design's not that scary, and the design itself just kind of puts into the not category, but it's that they're both kind of dangerous, and the design is kind of creepy. Like the alien guy is kind of creepy because it's a big buff alien, and then the snowman guy is also kind of creepy because it's a big. Because it's not just a snowman like the other one; it is a big snow monster, and it's just like more unusual and unique than just the snowman. I'm going to put the snowman above these guys. I don't know why he's down there. Yeah, right there. Right there. No, I'm actually going to bump the snowman up into scary category, right? Because it would be scary in the moment, right? Like my reason for putting him here is similar to that one because it would be scary in the moment when it's happening. And that's similar to this one, right? The ice hockey guy. It would be scary in the moment. There, yeah. It would be scary in the moment because it's dangerous and stuff, but that would be the main aspect of it that makes it scary and gives a fear to it, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay, then. Nah, like what the fuck is this guy? Like his design is just like nah, like what? Like I just don't fucking get it. Like what? What? Okay, then next, this fire guy. Again, the design isn't really that scary, and the only fear aspect really is that he could harm you and the danger of it, right? But that's the only part that I find to be scary for it is the actual danger of it, and the rest of it doesn't really have much fear aspect and value to it, is how I would say, for his design and stuff. And then the fishman, holy shit, the fishman, right? So it's a guy, it's the fish monster that comes out, right? So its location is the unknown, right? So it would be coming from a pond, and this fish monster, and the design, and it's dangerous, and it's deadly. Yeah, I just find that creepy, right? Same as the vampire, right? Now the vampire will be in the bottom. No, vampire is going up. Who am I kidding? Because it's a vampire right now. This may be biased by the fact that I've been reading Dracula, and that I currently am reading Dracula. Anyways, amazing book, but in that one, Dracula is scary as fuck. And in that one, he does take place of, it is him interacting with the real world and stuff. So that makes it less of like fiction, like stuff like that. Show this one interacting with the real world. And I kind of picture it would go kind of as a similar way, less, but still a similar way, if you know what I mean. Then these guys, they're spooky, but not like the design. Like they're kind of the opposite of the other ones, right? Because the design is what makes them spooky. But they wouldn't be that dangerous, so I don't think it really puts it up into the top tier. Or the design, no. I think the design's enough to put it into the top. Yeah. Because realistically, they shouldn't be as scary, right? If you look at it from a realistic and a lens of realism, they shouldn't be. But I don't know what to tell you. They just are. Like the design, I just find scary. Same as the gargoyle, right? Like it's dangerous, and it's a gargoyle, which I have a creepy design. The San Fran monster, top 4. I love this monster. I love the design, and I love how it's a scary design, and I feel like if that was in real life, that'd be such a fucking creepy design, right? Now, I have saved the top 3 for last. Number 3 is the farmer, right? Why? I mean, he's kind of just a shittier version of Corn Cob Clem, right? But Corn Cob Clem is my man and amazing, and I just feel like the design is creepy, and in real life, especially at night, it would have a certain creepiness and eeriness to it, right? And then the ghost captain, right? Dangerous, buff captain. The big beard just adds to the danger. The glowing eyes. Why the fuck are the eyes glowing? Like, it just adds to a danger and a scariness, I feel. Like, seeing its shadow in the night and stuff with the 2 glowing eyes and stuff. Like, I'm just looking up because right under my desk, I have a window right above my desk. So I'm just picturing it looking out, and it's dark out right now because it's like night. It's like 11. So I'm just picturing it like hopping through, and that'd be creepy right now. Number 1, the robot scarecrows. Right now, I don't know really why. Right, like maybe it's because of the movement of them and how the robots have a weird, unnatural, uncanny valley movement. The face with the outfits, something I'm not sure why. But this episode I've just always found to be the scariest episode in the series and one of the scariest episodes of Scooby-Doo of all time. And I don't know why. I don't think it's just because of the monsters or something. But this one, I always remember as a kid that I used to find very scary and one of the most scariest episodes of the show. And that's why I would say it is one of the scariest episodes of all of Scooby-Doo. And that's why I'm putting its monster up top there. So yeah, that's the tier list. To go over it again, at the bottom, we have low category for the funny characters. Not category for when they're just, it doesn't matter. Spooky for when they're just kind of spooky. Scary category because this one, scary design, scary, and the scary one for when they would keep you up at night, right? So scary design, a bit kind of scary design, but will be dangerous. Scary design and dangerous. Scary design and dangerous. Scary concept and could be dangerous. Scary design, dangerous. Scary design, dangerous. Scary design, dangerous. Mainly scary design and danger. I don't know exactly what it is with the no face guy, but yeah. Scary design, dangerous. Scary design, dangerous. And then top 3, most scary, just said. So yeah, that's the video on that.